What is going on, everybody? Welcome into another edition of Big Guy Bets. I have not seen you guys here in a few weeks. I missed you guys. I love you all. I hope you have nothing but an amazing last couple weeks. I know you guys probably are bathing in shit without me, wondering where do I get my college baseball guy? I'm here, guys. It's college baseball postseason. I am so thankful to still be kicking with it. Last time I talked to you guys, we may have gone through a very big injury in the day to day, and definitely still bathing in shit over what happened there. But at the end of the day, guys, God is great. I appreciate every day to be here, to continue to smash the books, continue to tell the books to suck my hog. And at the end of the day, guys, as long as I'm beating the books, life is great. So for those of you that are just coming in from yesterday or VIP members, I love you guys. Welcome in. I am going to show you guys just how yesterday went a little bit and then kind of go into the college baseball postseason because there's no one that's doing it like me. There were over 140 units of profit for the year. I am so grateful that I continue to find ways to beat the books, especially when they tried to limit me. That is exactly why I'm here, to tell you guys all how to beat the books every day, because if I can't do it, I definitely want you guys to do it, because I want the books to continue to get rinsed before they take it all back during football season. So I kind of talked about it. If you guys have not followed me yet on Instagram, definitely go check me out on Instagram, guys, and my threads and my winnable. Obviously, you guys can see all my different taglines right below me right here. You guys can go follow me on any of those. It's actually kind of funny. I had mentioned that our guy Dez Bryant, a future Hall of Famer, if he's not already in the Hall of Fame, he certainly will be, reached out for some college baseball picks, and I gave it to him yesterday. My play of the day, guys, that I gave to him was LSU on the money line. It was definitely interesting to see him reach out randomly. I didn't think he was a college baseball guy, but at the end of the day, when you see a guy rinsing the books in any sport, I'm sure you want to reach out and get a little bit of that, a taste of that chicken. So Dez, I gave him LSU money line last night. That was my favorite play. And sure as shit, guys, again, how we always do, we end up winning our favorite play of the day. It's just how it is, guys. I always hit these 2-unit bangers. LSU 6-2 over Oklahoma last night. Bless up. Really hoping for that shout out maybe from Dez once he realizes when he wakes up that he's waking up to some coin. But it was a good win yesterday. Thank you, LSU Tigers, for giving me at least one good win after going 9-21 in SEC play. I know my spots, I hit my spots, and I run with it. So that was a good dub for us yesterday. Also, we did win a couple more late last night. We won in the over 14.5 in the BYU Texas Tech game, over 14.5, and we also bet the over 13.5 in the Kansas State versus Utah game. That one barely squeaked over, but 23 total hits. We'll definitely take an over in that one as well. Did lose Ole Miss earlier on in the day. That one definitely stung a little bit. So glad that we could eventually get to the finish line with quite a few wins, and that's exactly how we're going to start off today as well. I do want to get to at least some of these picks early, guys. I do have one pick that I really do love today. One that it could be a little dicey depending on how long the pitchers do throw, but I do like one of the odds in the earlier games. It's actually, I think, a 12 o'clock game, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So there's already some games that were currently started. I really did want to get to the window with Missouri plus 4.5 this morning. It was a really early game against Mississippi State. 4.5 is just too much for an SEC tournament with a team like Mississippi State that pretty much has solidified themselves as a host, a major host or a super regional host. I don't know. That's a little bit up in the air, but at least they are for sure probably going to be a host against a Missouri team that's absolutely fighting for their season here. Once they lose, they're out. So 4.5 is just quite a few runs for a team that isn't the worst, of all time. And their Mississippi State is not throwing their ace by any stretch of the imagination. So other than that, guys, the the slate today is a little mid. I won't lie to you guys. We're kind of getting into the middle part of the tournament where it doesn't really mean as much. Once we get to the weekend, that's when it's really going to be nice, especially tomorrow, which is Thursday, where we're really going to start seeing these aces throw and these teams, that are going on their little runs, hopefully trying to steal a couple bids. This is really where you have to watch these teams, see who's getting hot at the right time, see if we can kind of jump on a bandwagon and take them all the way to the finish line. There's a couple teams that I really enjoyed watching play yesterday that I'm hoping just kind of hitch us on their fucking back and take us to the finish line here. So the free pick though, guys, today, or at least the one that I want to analyze a little bit more, is going to be in the Florida versus Vanderbilt game. Yesterday Vanderbilt played against Kentucky. For those of you that didn't, I click on Florida. For those of you that didn't watch this one, this game is all over Twitter. Connor Fennell, people are finally starting to realize how crazy Connor Fennell is. He was talking a bunch of shit and then gave up a home run. He's done this shit since last year. Dude's an absolute fucking spaz. He's been the talk of the town today for all the wrong reasons, I guess you could say. But they did beat a Kentucky team that might not end up getting into the postseason. I won't lie to you guys. So, but are coming off 4 straight wins. They are against South Carolina and Kentucky. Did lose a series against Missouri. Have not won a series since, let's see, they have not won a series since they played against Kentucky, so the team they just beat. I wouldn't say that they're a very good team by any stretch of the imagination. Florida, on the other hand, came off of a really good series victory against LSU at the Bucks. Yes, I know LSU's not having a great season, but at the end of the day, this is still a really solid team. I think that if you're Florida here, I think they're still trying to fight for a national seed, a top 8 seed, so that they can be a regional host. Or a super regional host if they do win out. They also are starting Aiden King, the SEC Pitcher of the Year. Do I think he should have won SEC Pitcher of the Year? Maybe not, but for those of you that don't know anything about Aiden King, he has a 2.50 ERA, 79 innings pitched, 84 strikeouts, and a 199 batting average against. He's been absolutely stellar this year. I do think he's going to be on a pitch count, so that's one thing to be wary of. I do like Florida's bullpen, at least to be able to kind of piece this together, especially being able to kind of hold off some arms from yesterday. Vanderbilt, on the other hand, I don't know how many arms they ended up using yesterday, but any time that you're coming off of a game where you might have used a couple more arms that may be a little bit viable is kind of when I like to lean into the team that's going to be throwing the SEC Pitcher of the Year. Kind of going into how Florida attacked this yesterday, guys. They were Vandy, sorry. They went Fennell 4 innings, and then they went Craneser. Let's see, Craneser, his stats on the year. Let's go check this out together. He has thrown 39 innings pitched, which seems like the second most amongst guys that aren't considered starters. Yeah, he has quite a few appearances on the year. So the guy that has the most appearances on the year is the guy that's going to be starting on the mound for them today, Tyler Baird. He has not been that great in terms of a starter. I guess a guy that I'm really confident in. Yes, you want to see a guy that throws quite a few innings, but I really do. Not love him obviously as much as I love Aiden King in this matchup. Also, in terms of hitting wise, guys, they have a couple guys that hit pretty well. They actually hit the long ball way better than they have in years prior, but I think that in this specific spot, Florida, that I think they're a little bit too much for Vandy in this one. I think that they can take care of business. -1.5 is +100 right now. So I definitely like the look of Florida -1.5 +100 as my one of my favorite picks of the day for free that I will be giving out. Other than that, guys, there's a couple other things I kind of just wanted to note, but I do like the look of this Florida team coming out ready to fucking rock and roll. Vanderbilt did win this tournament last year, so there's a little bit, kind of riding for Florida in a way to kind of just get that piss and vinegar out, get them the fuck out of there, and take them out of Hoover. So I do think that Florida will take care of business in that one. Other than that, guys, a couple other games that I wanted to at least note to you. Tennessee versus Arkansas. This is the first time that Tennessee and Arkansas have seen each other since last year in the Super Regionals. That basically took Tony V out of Tennessee, I think. You know, he's obviously the coach of the Giants now. This is going to be a pretty big game. Josh Elander, a former assistant coach for the Hogs as well. So there's a little extra added motivation in this one. Tennessee is a team that I just can't get a good read on them this year. They look really good at times. They look really shitty at times. I know they did just lose one of their best bats in the lineup just yesterday. He took one off the, let me see. Trying to look through all here. I think it was Reese Chapman now that I'm looking at their lineup. I think he took one off the face or something in batting practice. He's not going to be able to play in this one. Let's just make sure, guys. I think that's exactly what happened here, but might as well make sure. Yeah, he's out. Yeah, scary injury. So that's never good. Definitely not good going into a tournament where they definitely need you a little bit there, buddy. Definitely don't be wearing those off the face. But I don't know who Tennessee's going to be throwing in this one. I've tried to look everywhere, couldn't find anything. Arkansas is going to be throwing Tate McGuire in this one. Pretty solid guy. He doesn't start very often, if ever. I'll show you guys kind of what I'm looking at when I look at Tate. Tate has started 4 games this year, 38 innings pitched, 262 batting average against, and a 4.42 ERA. Not great, but not the worst ever. Obviously, they're going to be saving Hunter Dietz. I always just don't like how Dave Van Horn goes about these SEC tournaments. I feel like he doesn't really care as much, doesn't really throw everything at everybody. I think he kind of knows to wait until next week to really ramp it up. But I would like to see them win a couple games in Hoover to ensure a regional host. They do have to win here. Obviously, they're not going to move Hunter Dietz up one more day, but it's just something to note. This game is a little bit too back and forth for me. If I were to lean one way, I definitely would lean the Hogs way, only because I think that at the end of the day, they have a deeper pitching staff. I think they have a better hitting team, even though both teams are pretty close. So would I put my entire life savings on it? No. But it is something I definitely lean there. Other than that, guys, there's a couple other like weird games today. The ones that I still need to dive into, see who's throwing, because we really know who's going to start throwing starting tomorrow. Today's still a little bit up in the air. Because we don't know who's throwing for some of these teams, because it is still technically a midweek. But some of these teams, their season's on the fucking line. Their starter might have to move up a day and kind of just bite the bullet. Hopefully his arm doesn't fall off, and he's going to do whatever he can to keep his season alive. Those are the teams that we're going to try to find, and we're going to find them very soon here in my VIP. So for those of you that haven't checked it out, definitely go check out my Winnable, guys. I will be doing a Winnable postseason pass here pretty soon. I would go check out the day pass, guys. See what you guys think. Yesterday went 3-2 overall. Did win a little bit of money. We did have our 2-unit play of LSU come through. So those are kind of just a couple quick little notes on the games today. I don't have any other looks kind of going into the later game. I do need to look a little bit deeper in this LSU Auburn. You might think right off the rip Auburn, might as well. But LSU does still have their 2 aces ready to throw. They are playing for their lives here. Auburn pretty much has solidified themselves as a super regional host. So I don't know. That one's just a little bit dicey. I need to go check and see that one a little bit more. Would really like to see who Wake Forest is going to throw in that game against Pitt. If they are going to move Livonis up, or if they're not really going to care and just let Pitt kind of hit like they have been. So it'll be interesting to see, guys. Happy baseball postseason, guys. Looks like Missouri's still taking care of business in that one. But I appreciate you all. I love you all. If you guys have not already, go check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, Winnable. I appreciate it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it, guys. It'd be nice to get to 400 subs by the time we get to next week. I do want to try to hop on here every day. Just make it worth it for me and hit that little subscribe button. Appreciate you all. Love you all. Best of luck in all your bets today, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.
See what Happy's got in the bag. What's going on?
Ooh. Oh, fuck it. Oh.